Hello and welcome to Learn to Washboard episode 15. This is an introduction to Latin rhythms. It's going to be a multi-part episode. We're going to take a deep dive into this stuff. We'll add some bass drum into it later on, go into the bossa nova, the samba, reggaeton, all types of stuff. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Get those right when they come out. You don't want to miss them. And if you enjoy this, give me a thumbs up, like the video. Any questions, leave it in the comments feed, whether about this or any videos you'd like to see coming up. I try to get back to everybody. Well, let's get started. Now, in Latin music, traditionally, now it varies country by country. Remember, this is a type of music they play over multiple continents. But it was originally a group of drummers, everybody playing a unique sounding and looking instrument. And we're going to think of how those instruments can be translated onto the washboard itself and how these patterns can sort of syncopate together and you could be a whole percussion ensemble on your own. One of the most used instruments in Latin music is called a guiro. Now it's a gourd or a bone or a log that's been hollowed out and ridges have been carved in the front, and you drag a stick across it and you tap it. Now the natural part of the board, you're already there. A washboard basically is a guiro. Another very common instrument in Latin music is the cenceros, or the cowbell, or the agogo, like multiple cowbells. Now I have one frying pan on my board. I know people put all different types of things, but usually there's some sort of high-pitched metal that cuts through as an accent. And on my frying pan, I get a couple different sounds depending on where I hit it. So you get this sort of cowbell stack. You can't forget the clave, two wooden blocks that you click together holding your hands. Now I have a couple of spots I play clave sounds. One of the easiest to do, going back and forth if I'm going fast, is just on the side of the board. And then up in the top, when I put it together, this is walnut, I carved out the back a little bit so I can get a little bit different notes, whether down here it's a little softer and mellower, or up here it's a little harder and brighter. The maracas, or a shaker, or a casaba. Now, a casaba was a gourd that was hollowed out and dried, wrapped in fabric with beads or shells on it, so you could get a sort of shake rattle sound. And a maraca is an empty gourd that's been filled with rice or dried beans or little stones, but you get a shaker sort of sound. You say, Max, I got a washboard, I don't have a shaker, but you can get that effect. And on recordings, I've had a lot of people say, oh, who played the maracas on the song? I said, no, it's just the washboard. Just down and up, real soft, light touch on the hand. You can get that sort of effect. Now, I think before we go deep dive into Latin rhythm, it's essential that we all lock deep down into our soul the essence, the feel of most Latin grooves. And that is usually played on the bass drum, but you gotta get the feel for it everywhere. It's boom, 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 boom. You know, it's really close to like a human heartbeat. Let's get into the heartbeat rhythm, the essence of Latin. I'll play 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and on the side here, sort of clave sort of thing on the wood. And then on the cowbell, the sinceros, I'll play the boom, blang, bang, blang, bang, blang, 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 blang. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, ba, ba, da, da, ba. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1. All right, let's do it, but just move it up to a clave. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now let's take this wood hand, move it over and make it like a maraca. Down, up, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and same clave pattern. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and do it nice and slow first. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1. All right. Now take the left hand from the clave and make it like a guiro. Instead of doing 1 and 2 and 3, that 1 and the 3, make it a drag. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and still do. Let's put this on the side. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 4. Move this back and do a maraca guiro. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, you get the hang of that. Keep practicing it, moving it all around. Really lock that in for the next episode, because that's going to be the core of everything we do moving forward, whether it's rumbas, sambas, bossa novas, reggaetons. I'll just mess around playing with it on the way out. But thanks for coming. It was great to see you again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. I'll see you next time as we go deep into Latin rhythms. 1, 2, 3, 4.